Welcome back to Demon Slayer 2. We're halfway through the first season of DLC and they have unleashed a 6th Tanjiro on the game. And yet, they did something pretty unique with him. When I saw this boost animation, I just lost my mind. And it's not just a visual effect, there's a gameplay effect to it as well. This is the best Tanjiro, hands down. But before we talk about him, we gotta talk about this patch. That's right! The game finally got a balanced patch, and I'll do a quick breakdown here because it's not a huge patch. The biggest change is that push block is back. You can now move much faster after a push block, and on top of that, a lot of the meta assists got nerfed. ED Tanjiro, ED Zenitsu, Urokodaki, Genya, and Gyomei. These two changes should really help players defensively, maybe they won't feel so locked down all the time. The assists also got some trade-off buffs as well, but overall I do think they are weaker now. Obanai, on the other hand, straight up got an assist buff. Outside of assists, if we're talking about character changes, Demon Nezuko now has a level 3 dash speed. Sanemi got a bunch of new cancel routes, it's a really good buff for him. Inosuke deals more damage after his guard skill, and Infinity Castle Akaza basically got a little slap on the wrist. They hit his demon skill scaling and made his guard skill easier to punish, so nothing too major. The rest of the changes are even more minor as far as I know, but if you're a Yorichi main, maybe you disagree, I don't know. That's the patch, let's talk about Tanjiro. Tanjiro has a level 2 dash speed and a 1.0 damage multiplier, making him one of the best characters in the game stats-wise. He's pretty much the same as Gyu, but things go crazier once he boosts or surges because then he gets a level 3 dash speed. That's right, level 3 dash speed with 1.0 times damage taken. That's basically the best stats in the game so far. And I think that's part of the reason why this visual effect happens, to signify that Tanjiro just got a whole lot faster. He's got very good normals. His attacks hit super wide, meaning even if the opponent is in the air, it's very hard to drop a combo if you're mashing. No matter which version you go for, it's all very good. Also, notice that the attacks are unique. This is not an Echo character. They actually made a brand new character here. When you're boosted, your finisher is going to look like this. Your jumping combo is also incredible. It hits really low to the ground so you can use it immediately, but it's also pretty fast, so it doesn't take a lot of combo time. His dive, on the other hand, it's kinda standard. Strong attack also looks kinda standard to me, and the grab is also just fine, nothing extraordinary here. As far as normals go, I really just want to highlight how big his attack buttons are. There are situations where opponents were high up in the air, and sometimes I was near a wall and the combos do not drop. But what makes a character is usually the skills, so let's take a look at what he brings. Tanjiro has an insane kit, a big wide slash that he can charge up, a flurry that gives him free combos, and a really long range invincible dash. He's got the whole package. His neutral skill is a really big slash that can be charged up. You get a free combo on hit no matter how you hit your opponent, but uncharged will pop the opponent up, and full charge will crumple them and deal more damage. But the biggest thing about the skill is that the charged version actually guard breaks immediately, making this the fastest guard break in the entire game. If the push block changes didn't happen in this patch, this would have been the most free guard breaks in the history of this series. It's still very strong, even with those changes. Still easy to get those guard breaks, especially in this netcode. But you still gotta be careful, because you can't just do this in the opponent's face. They can mash you out of it. But if they don't see it coming, it can totally get some sneaky resets. And I mean, it does have really good range. Look at how far we're hitting here. And then as a combo tool, it's also incredible, as you can link this into a grab or an ultimate, even if you're coming from the air. On block, if you don't fully charge it, it's actually unsafe, so it can be risky to use. That is, unless you're in boost, because boost actually buffs this neutral skill and makes the charge time even shorter than normal. So you're gonna guard break even faster than before. It is a crazy good button, and it's only the first of 3. Your tilt skill is what I call the combo button. It's a 2-stage Rekka, where in the first stage, Tanjiro is going to do 2 slashes, and if you hit the button again, he follows up with his Fire Whirlpool. This basically gives you free combo follow-ups. You can dash into the air for free after hitting with this. You can also jump for free if you don't want that dash scaling. Something I like to do is the full up combo into this, and then air dash myself back into position to keep the combo going. I know there's a lot of fire going on, and it's hard to see, but trust me, that's what I just did. And it also links into your other skills as well, as if you want. It's a big combo button right here that gives you all the options. On block, the first stage of the Rekka is very plus. Unless the opponent push blocks, there is no gap here. The second follow-up is unsafe, but you can always cancel it into other stuff or just jumping away. Finally, the guard skill is a long-range invincible dash. Yep, this whole dash is invincible, and look at that range. On hit, it starts a red combo. You can follow it up with other skills or with a dash cancel, but it will cost you a bar meter to follow it up. As you would expect, it is unsafe on block, so you can't be reckless with it unless you are in boost. I told you this boost wasn't just a visual effect. If you hit someone with a guard skill in boost, it actually starts a yellow combo now, so you get a bigger reward from it, and you can cancel this move into other stuff, even on block or whiff. Yep, they just made another DLC with a safe guard skill, I know. This makes the guard skill absolutely godlike in Surge. So oppressive, you can cancel into the neutral skill and break an opponent's guard at any point, but they also gotta block your guard skill. It is an insane mix-up. These three skills make Tanjiro a very complete, very strong character. Hands down, the strongest Tanjiro in the game right now, and it's only day one. But I really have no doubt that he lives on top of all the other Tanjiros at the very least. The only place where he might suffer a little is as an assist. While his skill button may be godlike, his neutral assist, not so much. The hit stun is really low, making it a tough assist to confirm combos into. It also doesn't really damage the guard of your opponent too much, and can be push blocked pretty easily. Honestly, not a great assist in my opinion, but it's only day one, maybe someone will find some use for it. I do like his tilt assist though. Tanjiro really launches himself at the opponent, tracking even through dodges. On hit, it pops the opponent up so you can easily confirm with a dash. On block, you may even push block the first part, but you still gotta deal with the second, so you can trust the opponent will be blocking for a while when this assist comes out. Meaning that maybe it's not a bad assist at all, you just gotta make sure you're using the right move. Tanjiro only comes with one ultimate, and I know the previous DLC Zenitsu only had one new ultimate, but he could also select the second one that was already in the game, usable by the other Zenitsus. This Tanjiro is stuck with only one option, at least for now, but as far as the activation goes, I don't think you could ask for anything better. It's an upward slash, meaning it covers a really good angle, catching opponents even if they are jumping up, and it actually has incredible range, and on hit, the animation looks like this. It's one of my favorites in the game right now. Not only is every Tanjiro shot just super epic, the opponent gains this transparent body effect, but you can still tell who they are. They don't replace the model with a generic transparent body. Different characters have different looks. They made it work for the entire cast no matter who you hit with this. It is gorgeous. And so are his combos. Tanjiro is a damage machine. With only 2 bars of meter, he's gonna get 4,600 damage. And that's for 2 bars. If you spend one more bar, you actually break the 5,000 damage. That's half a health bar gone for only 3 bars a meter. Because Tanjiro gets guard breaks very easily with his neutral skill, it's also worth practicing his optimal combo, which starts with jumping attacks and does almost 60% with only 3 bars a meter. And finally, if you're in boost or surge, you'll probably be using your guard skill a lot, and if you catch the opponent, this is my go-to combo. There is no game plan. This is not a straightforward character. This is a complete character that can do whatever they want. If you want to play with an assist that facilitates resets with Tanjiro's guard break, you can do that. It's a great game plan. If you want to play the damage game, bringing assists that help you get even more damage so every touch really hurts the opponent, you can also do that. If you want to play it safe, and instead of dealing damage, you just want to build as much meter as possible for boost and surge, kind of like how a demon plays, yes, you can also do that, because honestly, Tanjiro's surge sometimes feels like a win condition with how powerful he becomes. Level 3 dash speed, faster guard breaks, and his invincible dash becomes safe on block or whiff, brother, you cannot lose at that point. They have created a real monster with this one, and if it takes them this long to launch another balance patch, we're gonna be seeing this character a lot in ranked and tournaments. I think this is an incredible DLC overall, but it did leave me asking a few questions. First of all, his victory screen is kinda bland for how cool they made this character, and then I remember that maybe he will actually have a team ultimate with the new Gyu DLC. That comes out next month, by the way, and maybe that also comes with a cool victory pose together. It's also a little odd that he only has one ultimate. Zenitsu has 2, now only one of those ultimates is new, but the previous Tanjiros also have shared ultimates. Why can't this one have that as well? And why can't this Tanjiro wear all of the Tanjiro outfits? Why is he stuck with the default skin? I have a lot of questions, as you can see, but none of those take away from the incredible work that they've done with the ultimate attack, as well as with his moveset. Maybe they did too good of a job, potentially. Maybe we'll look back at this review and go, damn, they really broke the game with that Tanjiro. But right now, it just feels like a really fun DLC to play. Way more fun than the other Tanjiros, in my opinion. And I have made a few of them, so I've definitely had my fun with a few Tanjiros. I did notice the trend of releasing DLC characters with big, powerful guard skills that are either armored or invincible, and at the same time, they are safe on block. They are definitely going into that well way too many times. And another trend they don't seem to want to drop is big visual effects whenever characters are in their base form. It took me a while to get used to doing the jump after tilt skill because you simply can't see Tanjiro landing. Even the basic attacks are full of fire effects. Characters are becoming louder and louder, and so the game is becoming harder to see and react to. But somewhere they actually went this time that they don't go enough with other characters is transforming them with boost or surge. Boosting with this Tanjiro changes his dash speed, his neutral skill, and his guard skill. And that's exactly what I'd like to see more in boosts and surges. More unique transformations, more evolutions of characters, if you will. This is why Genya is so cool in this game. Boost is more than a simple damage buff and refresh of resources. It evolves the character into an actual more powerful form. More characters should definitely have that. But that is why I really like this Tanjiro DLC, and hopefully they can cook with Gyu and Shinobu as well. Honestly, I thought these three characters were going to be Echo characters. I'm really happy they made him unique. He's a full brand new character, and that means Gyu and Shinobu might be as well. For more anime games, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you next time. Bye!